So it is 8:30 right now. I'm thinking it is Bears. Um, Not much out of these sessions. We inverse this 15-minute data inverse this 15 data. I feel like we can get a good setup off with, honestly, pre-market, but I'm not going to take it. I might paper trade it. Um, Fail to take out these Asia highs. Um, Rejection block inside of this BPR 4 hour. It looks like we're about to disrespect this 4 hour gap here. Maybe the draw would be this 4 hour gap. I like this inversion or something like this. These two CDs of new opening gaps. Maybe this low right here. It's a nice low. But yeah, I was thinking this inverse and then this order block, which is a mitigation block on the lower time frame. You get a pullback into like 0.62 or a discount. And then you like a 30-second inverse off of it, but I don't know. I don't really trade continuations like that, especially not pre-market. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Definitely a bearish bias right now, unless this 4 hour candle inverts up here. But these hourlies are rejecting off heavily. This new opening gap C and this hourly gap, which is also kind of a BPR in and of itself. This BPR. We have also an external S&C. Is not being shown here. Okay. Too high it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking coming into the New York session. But we'll see if anything changes. They don't see which gap. Oh, what? You banger trades for data. That is right around our TH gap C as well. Deal break even here. Super is high. For data S&T. This might be too big to inverse. It's like one of the bigger ones. That's not really nice. Pretty obvious there. RTHC has been tapped. Projecting off of it. That is me, obviously. So didn't tap into the 1 hour. Let's get that 1 hour tapped. Yeah, might come to midnight. 1 hour is tapped. This 2 minute would be nice. This would be a beautiful 2 minute. Now at 4 hours looking this previous 4 hour. It's looking a little sketch, but I don't think so. You should reject off those BPR here. Anytime midnight and come down. Let's see. 100 midnight rejecting off midnight. This would be my one and done here. Break even at this 1 minute. Unfortunate. It is a good trade. Looks like we're probably gonna be bullish now.
Two really good trades, though. They're both really good.
Tonight we're taking because we don't mess around. Splash up, blah, blah, blah. All right. Trade recap from today. Took two L's, and I just hopped back on the charts, and this played out, which I drew up after my L. Um, let's get into it. Let's hop over to TradingView to see what I saw. So let's get rid of RTH right now. Let's bring this to 9:30. Okay, coming into 9:30 or coming into the day, I was bearish. We had this bearish external SMT. We were rejecting this SMT was also inside this 4-hour BPR and higher time frame. We're kind of bearish. We're bearish. We're rejecting, off the higher time frame, 50%. You can see that visually. Um, and yeah, we were inside of this 4-hour gap, and we were displacing below it. 4-hour did not displace. Oh yeah, that one did. Okay, yeah. So I was expecting this to inverse, and the hourly was kind of going back and forth between this this gap right here, and I thought we were going to inverse here, so we were rejecting off this new week opening gap CE. It was all leading towards bears, and yeah, so let's go into what I saw. Why is this not there? 9:30. So we had taken out, where are my tools? We had taken out London lows, and we had a 1-minute inverse, and we had data right here. Unemployment claims, data wick inside this new week opening gap. And I drew this up, you'll see. I drew up this this inverse here.
I brought it all the way up for a 1 to 2, but this was right before market open. This is at 9:25. So it's like, why would I take this? Even though it's a really strong draw, it's a data wick. We just swept out sell side inside of a gap, and we have a good draw. Nice, clean, strong momentum inverse, and this ends up playing out. Boom, boom, boom. Ends up smacking immediately. So then I'm like, all right, now I want to see us reverse. We manipulated up, so there's a 9:30 Judas swing. I wanted us to come down, and I wanted to see bears, and I wanted to see um, this get smacked, and possibly this. But yeah, we had London high right resting above here. I honestly didn't think we were gonna come up to London highs. I didn't think we were gonna come up to it because obviously I'm bearish. I didn't expect us to manipulate 215 points. So um, we made a nice 1 minute gap here that was just left as a breakaway. And then we start slowing down and we're getting nice displacement here. But this is a fake 1 minute inverse that won't play out. Just obviously just a pattern trade. But then we get this 3 minute inverse with crazy momentum. Like we inverse the fuck out of it. So I take this and I put my stop loss right here because we should just come down and I wanted to see this get taken out. So kind of a crazy RR, but it wasn't an unrealistic trade. Like we were rejecting off of the point 0.79 off the Fibonacci, 0.62 off that leg, and then 0.79 off this leg. It was strong rejection. The 15-minute close down here. So I was like, okay, perfect. Like this is right after 15-minute closure. We might see a little bit of manipulation up, but we should just flush down. And we come down a little bit more. We end up filling the 2 minute, just barely coming into this 2 minute. First presented 2 minute, and we just fucking skyrocket off of it. Yeah, completely just take me out. So then I'm like, all right, let me drop RTH real quick as well. Um, this is all resting around RTH as well. So I was like, perfect. This is my fucking model. RTH 15-minute close below the RTH. I was like, this is fucking bread and butter. I would take this setup every single day of the week because we were also rejecting out of a gap. I think it was an hourly. Yeah, it was an hourly. It was an hourly gap. We were rejecting out of this hourly BPR. And I was like, okay, this is fucking bread and butter. 9:30 Judas swing, we're following it. Open, high, low, close. Everything was looking good. And then now we have this fucking Drake candle, and we take out London high. But all right, why did this just go an hour? The hourly closed hella bullish, and then we ended up sweeping out London highs. So it's like, okay, I'm definitely bullish because we left these relative equal highs. Um, and there is a 1 minute that I saw as a pattern trade, even though it was a really obvious gap. I disrespected it with pretty solid momentum, I'd say. Yeah. Um, but I just didn't like I don't know, it just didn't look I wouldn't have been like I would have been pretty upset if I lost this because it just doesn't look like a good trade to me. And so I ended up like coming all the way up here. Like, yeah, I don't know if I would have had my stop loss all the way up here after we just took buy side. Like, I don't know. Then we ended up forming an SMT, and we inverse this 2 minute with momentum. But something to learn from today is just because you take one L, don't rush into a like make sure it is still like full model A plus because I rushed into like a B rated setup here just because I thought the draw was good and I thought it was a failed 1 minute, so it manipulated people that wanted to sell, and we closed so bullishly on the 1 hour. I was like, there's no fucking way we come back down. So it was a little bit too discretionary, not mechanical enough, and I ended up paying for it when I should have had one loss, and then possibly if I stuck to my bias, we stuck buy side. But like I don't really count this as a sweep, honestly. We're gonna come back to this, and I don't know when, but I don't count this as a sweep. This is just gonna be left as equal highs, relative equal highs. We're gonna come back to them, but yeah, this ended up just fucking going a little bit into the take profits, like $80, and then just smacked. But I cut rest because it was my second loss in the session. So yeah, I didn't lose as much. I lost like 150. Um, but then yeah, this ended up just fucking smacking all the way down, and I almost broke my rules and just FOMO'd in here because I knew we were coming down now that like it's really showed its hand, and it ended up coming down and taking out my draws and liquidity. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but something to learn from is when something that is in my edge doesn't play out, maybe sit out, like because this is like an A plus setup for me. Like this is I'd take this 10 times out of 10 times. This was an obvious trade for me, and it just didn't end up playing out. So maybe just sit out and just sit on that one loss, which I was gonna do, but I thought this looks really clean in the moment, which it just wasn't. We weren't delivering off of anything, so I don't know why I took the trade. I was thinking we were delivering off the SMT, and we had a really nice 2 minute inverse with the momentum and a clear draw, but I just wasn't level-headed when taking that trade. But it is nice that we had the draw on liquidity, right? And our bias is correct. So that is um definitely a plus from today. But tomorrow, Friday, I'm going to be taking it light because it is about long term. So I'm still up 300 on this week. So I'm going to end this week no matter what green. I'm going to risk probably I'm going to risk 250 if there's an A plus setup, but if nothing's good, I'm just going to end the week positive because that's that's what you should do. I mean, I have a bunch of weeks to trade. Why would I end red for no reason? So definitely gonna take Friday slow, one and done for sure. I'm only gonna take one trade tomorrow, no matter what. Even if I miss an A plus plus setup, that's all I'm gonna take. So yeah, so that is the trade recap for today. 2 L's, but stuck to my rules, and yeah, we're gonna keep going.